Well, I was baptized as a baby, and then I've always grown up in church because my mama played the piano and the organ for church, and my papa's the choir director. Um, I remember we always went every Sunday, but as a kid, it's kind of one of those things where you kind of dreaded going to church, but your parents drug you along anyway. Went through Sunday school, got confirmed and became a member of the church. I believe I was in fourth grade. And then we kind of didn't always go every Sunday after that. And then as I grew up, it was kind of one of those things where you almost feel like church was more of a chore, and you would wake up and mom would be like, okay, let's go to church. And you're like, why? And then there were a couple of things that happened with, I had, in my senior year, a friend committed suicide, and we're a small school, and it just kind of devastated the whole entire town. And just over the years, even through college, there were little things like that. One of my best friends passed away from breast cancer when we were 20, I believe, at the time. And so just little things like that. So I just kind of, it's like I still had faith, but then I still struggled with it just because of all the things that had happened. It wasn't until, and then especially then when I graduated from college, I moved to Tennessee, and to move from one state where you grew up, that's where everything is, your family, your friends, everything, and then just to move somewhere else just kind of takes a toll on you. And I hadn't been to church in a long time. It was one of those things where every now and then at Christmas or something, I would go with my dad or my sister or my mom, one of them. And but me, myself, I never went fully. But then whenever I moved up here, I don't know, it's kind of one of those things where you struggle with it, you don't have faith, but then you have faith. And I guess I still had enough faith because I even just Proverbs 3:5-6 is one that, really resonated with me. I know it's a popular verse, but it's just one that truly kind of hit home when I moved up here, and I actually have it tattooed on my foot just as a reminder. And I still kind of wanted to go to church, but then didn't take the leap to go to church. And finally, when my fiance and I moved to the Bonnas, I had, my faith had kind of grew more then, and I went ahead and, the church was just down the street from us, so I just started going. And then from there on, I started doing devotionals, started going to Sunday school, and the more I did devotionals and came to church, I started to feel more at peace. And I've always had this little voice in the back of my head saying, you need to do this, go through, baptism and everything. And so that's just kind of why I want to do this. I feel like I'm at the point where I understand, what God has done for us, what He has done for me and everybody. And when you're little, you don't really understand that. And I feel like you really have to be able to find your belief and your faith on your own. And I feel like I have that now. And that's just why I want to go through this.
But why on that date?
That's my birthday. And what better day than your birthday? If you're thinking about it and it's something that you've truly been thinking about, don't be afraid to go through it. And don't ever give up hope or give up on your faith. Come start your new story today.